I now give the floor to His Excellency Paolo Gentiloni, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Italy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The challenges of migration flows that today we are discussing will not disappear despite our efforts in the short term. And surely we have to work immediately to tackle the root causes of migration and to make migration one among many choices and not the only choice some people have in search of a better life. This is what we are trying to build through the so-called Migration Compact, the new Italian proposal to our European partners, which aims at reorganizing the financial tools to revive the partnership with African countries of origin and transit of migrants. However, we all know that results from those policies that we are determined to pursue will require time. In the meanwhile, we have to take care of the most vulnerable among migrants. I am thinking particularly of unaccompanied minors, whose arrival on Italian shores has increased exponentially in the last 3 years. 16,478 minors in last year, and 15,152 minors in the first half of this year, so the number has doubled. Children who travel alone, who alone arrive in Europe, should be one of our priority targets. We should take care of them. Who else can do? We should offer them an education, a future. Let me briefly tell you what, despite all the difficulties that we are still facing, we are trying to do. We are one of the countries most affected by the arrival of unaccompanied minors. In the past 3 years, we were able to decouple the number of places available in first reception centers for them. And we are still working on increasing those places because they are not enough. We are also committed to better the quality of services we offer children, as we understand that satisfying their basic needs, food, clothes, shelter, is not enough. Children need education, need help to overcome their traumas, need help to integrate, need help to imagine and build a new future in our countries. Another best practice I would like to share with you is the Italian program of humanitarian corridors. It is a project launched to help the most vulnerable migrants. Please note that I'm not talking only about refugees. We are committed to resettle 1,000 people before 2017. And although the program is very small in its number, if compared with the humanitarian crisis we are facing, it is quite huge in the principles underpinning it. First, the principle that we have to reach out for the most vulnerable, not minding their legal status of refugees or not. Secondly, the principle that we have to face this crisis by building a true partnership with civil society. The summit today aims to be inclusive and to involve the private sectors and the civil societies in managing the migration flow, as we have heard in the previous intervention. I really welcome this idea, and I think the role of civil societies is pivotal in protecting vulnerable people. It helps, in fact, to build a positive narrative about migrants that risk being lost in this discussion. I mentioned what we are doing for unaccompanied minors and our project of humanitarian corridors because they have one point in common. They are directed to vulnerable people, not to refugees, not to migrants, to people. This is what I want to bring to the discussion today. There are some situations of vulnerabilities where the legal status of people, are they asylum claimers, are they just economic migrants, are they escaping climate change, should not be the main focus of the international debate, and most of all should not lead decisions on how to help them. If you share this common ground, I think we could work together, origin, transit, and destination countries, to protect children on the move, to protect young mothers who travel alone, to protect the ones who have no one else taking care of them. Thank you.
I thank His Excellency Paolo Gentiloni.